Christmas Day was a little different for us this year. We decided to go out and check out a couple of waterfalls. We went to see Oxley Falls and Lewis Falls. They're on the Mersey River. They're beautiful waterfalls. So I'll just show you on the map. Zooming in. You follow the Mersey Forest Road, which runs down the eastern side of Lake Rowallan here. And it's a pretty good road, apart from the last couple of kilometres where it's a bit rough. There's a car park. There's a car parking spot here on this dirt road. You just pull off on the side. There's no signage, so you really need a map to find out where this little track here is. Follow this little track here down, and there's a swing bridge, like suspension bridge, across the river at this location. In the old days, there used to be a log over the river up here somewhere. Anyway, so park the car there, walk down here, cross the river, and then you follow a walking track that runs on like the northern side of the Mersey River down to these waterfalls. So the first waterfall we stopped at was Lewis Falls, and that's where we had first course Christmas lunch, which was some cherries, a salad roll, some peanuts, and a coffee. There's a little side track comes in off the main track. It's well signposted now. It didn't used to be, but it's well signposted. Just come in here only a few minutes in. Then we went back out to the main track. This is the track actually that runs into Lees Paddocks, which is another beautiful area, but we didn't go in that far. Second waterfall, again, it's well signposted on the main track, and you just come down, and we just walked slightly upstream to where the flat rocks are. And from the flat rocks, you can walk right to the edge of the falls and look over, but watch out because it's slippery. So we stopped there, and we had second course, which was a few more cherries, some grapes, another coffee, and some Christmas cake, and a shortbread. So it was a good day. It was lovely weather. It was fine. It was warm, fairly sunny. We saw 2 tiger snakes. Need to watch out for them. They're certainly around this time of year. And then we walked back out, and near where the track crosses the river, there's a hut. So I've just got to find that location again. Yeah, here's the suspension bridge. In this location here, there's an old hut, which I guess was the cattleman's hut that would have been used when they were driving cattle up and down, in and out of Lees Paddocks. They would have crossed the river here somewhere, and near the car park there's the remnants of an old like cattle fence. That maybe where that's where they loaded the trucks up or something. But anyway, highly recommended. Walk in here. It's pretty flat. Years ago, I walked in there with one of my sons when he was 5 years old. We walked all the way into Lees Paddocks, so it's a pretty easy walk. Hope you enjoy the video. Coming up the track is the beautiful Mersey River. You could swim in there if you wanted to. It's the first of I think there's several huts in this Lees Paddocks area. This is the only one we'll see today because we're only going to the waterfalls. So it's just across from the river over there. What a nice spot, eh? And in the old days, cattlemen used to bring cattle through here in summer. They'd graze through here and further on up. And then they'd bring them out, cross over the river just back near where we came in, and run them up to a fence thing where they could load them onto the trucks. We're just entering a little bracken field. We can hear the water too. It's only trickling stuff. It's not the waterfall. No. Big old tree down here. Track used to go straight underneath. And someone's had a horse through here. You can see the horse footprints here and there. There's little streams running everywhere. It's just lovely. Another little one right there. It's Andy, this is Lewis Falls. It's a long drop down to the river from here. Guess what we're having for Christmas lunch? So we're on our way to Oxley Falls now. And there's this little meadow that we sort of remembered and we're just arriving at it now. Left, I reckon. You can hear water running underground here.
Yeah, look when they have the little bog.
There's a stream up there somewhere.
Yeah, remember that you could have a drink up
Yeah.
this little,
Yeah.
green grassy things with the stream coming up.
In some places it's open, you can put a cup down the hole into the water that's running underground. Horses have dug this up, I think. So we've just hit the Oxley Falls turn-off and we're heading down to it, going through another little marshy sort of meadow, just a natural one. And I think the track's up this way. I saw a marker, a stick with a red ribbon. Got the Mersey River running down to Oxley Falls. Okay, Mersey River. A lot of flat rock just here. And then the edge. And last time there was less water and you could easily walk right out over there, so I'd like to do it again if it's not too slippery. I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, I think we're right. Oops, a bit slippery there. The trick is not to fall over the edge. So this is the main fall, fairly decent drop. There's a massive log down there, been there for a long time I think. And the river goes on up through that gorge. There's Anne out on some flat rock. It's one of the more smaller flows of water. There's Annie. It's one of the many fallen trees in the bush. This is an old big one. It's huge. You can see it runs along for ages. It disappears off into the bush there. So we're just heading out and we're getting close to where the hut is.
The Mersey River.
It's been a lovely day, low 20s I think, just nice for walking. We're just opposite the hut, heading down to the river. Nice big open area here. Great spot for camping.
Areas to camp here, see?
Plenty of spots to go camping here. Yeah. I think this old hut's seen better days, but it's still standing. Okay, so a wombat's tried to dig a hole in the kitchen floor. He could have just gone out the door, but he's tried to dig it under. It's run down the stove, run down all oven, junk. Chimney here. Sleeping quarters. I think the wombats come in here at night and sleep by the look of the floor. Yeah, I wouldn't want to sleep in there. So, there's the hut. It's called Pine Hut. And there's no lock on the door, so wombats can come and go whenever they want. Interesting layers in this embankment. You can see the soil on top and then quite big like river gravel, and then down lower finer gravel, and then down near the water level bigger rocks again, so all these different layers. So this is the track to the swing bridge to get back to the Mersey Forest Road. Track goes in through here. Track to the bridge. Well, so far today we've seen 2 tiger snakes. One not long after we started, and one back in the forest, in just sunning itself next to the bracken. And when we came along, he eased himself into the bracken. You would never know it was there. I'm sure there's others we didn't see. Wombat hole near the river. Quite a significant entrance. Just down at the base of a myrtle tree or some sort of tree. Maybe not a myrtle tree. Just walk through a big cobweb. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, heading back over the bridge. Oops, a little bit bouncy. So that's where we've been up there. It's a beautiful spot. Whoops. A little bit wobbly here. I've got to sort of hang on with my hand that I'm trying to hold the stick with, which is this hand. I'm also trying to hold the handrail with, which is a bit tricky. Okay, swing around. Here comes Annie. These foot washing stations at the entrance to some of the paths to stop unwanted pathogens and fungus and goodness knows what getting into the area. So you squeeze the little handle, some washing fluid comes out in your boots, and you scrub your boots before you go in, especially if there's any mud on them.